Well, it's often said nurses are worth their weight in gold, right? But how true is that? They look after us in our greatest time of need. The job often thankless, but they turn up day in, day out.
And for months, they've been fighting for a pay rise, but they're still waiting. So what's it really like to be a nurse? Today, Sydney reporter Sarah Stewart went to Westmead Hospital to find out.
We're going to give you a special medication through the mask, okay?
If you've ever been to hospital, you've met them, maybe held their hand, confided in them, possibly even cried together. But have you ever stopped and thought, what would it be like to be a nurse? Well, today, we're finding out. They're some of the most loved and trusted members of our community. Is nursing something you always wanted to do?
Yes. My mum's a nurse, my aunt's a nurse, grandma was a nurse. Yeah, so yes.
It's in your blood.
Yes.
But even the best need training. I'm going to spew.
Okay, our oxygen's a bit low. We've got a blood pressure, that's good.
And today we're joining them to see firsthand just how tough it really is. This is a simulation, but the equipment, emotions and symptoms are all real. The patient has presented with a sore foot. She's asthmatic and now struggling to breathe. We have a code blue. It's all watched by supervisors through a window and on computer screens in real time.
All right, guys, that's end of scenario.
That was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. Describe your feeling in one word. What would it be?
Relieved.
Simulations occur when you first start here in the hospital, and they can continue through your progression of your career. And it can be quite scary and confronting.
How does that feel?
Yeah, that's good. Wow, it's really real, isn't it? You can see the curtains in front of the beds, angry patient, hallway. I can't get over how real that is.
Look, my dad is having breathing problems and no one has come to see him for hours.
They use virtual reality to learn how to de-escalate a situation.
My child has a fever and I need the doctor to see her now.
I'll come and have a look at your child now while we're waiting for the doctor.
Another big part of training is practicing how to put in a cannula.
You can feel the veins, you get actual blood coming back out of those vessels, and you'll be able to feel differences depending on whether you actually get that cannula into the vessel or whether you've gone into the tissues.
Everything is as lifelike as possible, from crying babies to mothers giving birth.
Go on, you can do it.
To ensure proper pressure and depth.
So lower half of the sternum, centre of the chest.
CPR is also taught on mannequins.
Or like this. Is there a song that comes into mind?
Ooh, no, not a real singer.
Staying Alive. Oh. Staying Alive, Staying Alive.
She sings too. How about that?
So about 100 to 120 beats per minute, but if you forget that, just sing that song in your head.
I'm not going on The Voice, am I? The tough days, how tough are they?
They're really tough. You know, sometimes you'll go home and feel like nothing you've done has made a difference, nothing you've done has worked, and you would just like to spend the whole evening crying.
You go home to your family and friends, you try and focus on what you love and enjoy, and for me that's my kids and my family.
Today is only practice, but tomorrow these nurses could be helping any one of us. And for that, I say thank you. What is it about being a nurse that you do love?
I think it's when you come in the morning and you've got to look after a whole lot of really sick patients, and you know when you leave that day that you've made somebody even 1% better, or a family feel just 1% better.
Oh, shout out to all the nurses out there.
Incredible work they do.
You. Well, straight ahead.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my God, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?
Always happens.